everyone. Today we're using the Flourish collection, the bits and pieces that I've got. Got the paper pad, obviously, the chipboard and the ephemera pack. Actually, I don't know if anything else, like puffy stickers or... Oh, actually, I have the chipboard cardboard stickers, the, normal card stickers. Anyway, we're going to make some DIY embellishments, and I'm starting off just going through the paper pad and punching out some circles. So I've got a 2-inch and a 1.5 inch or 1 inch, I believe. Maybe I even have 3. Have the 2, 1.5 and the 1 out. Can't particularly remember. So I'm just going through and having a look at the designs. This one here, I purposely get that sold there and then work out what else. And I like this where the pink numbers are. So that came in handy. This one I could fit a bird in the punch shape, so I certainly did that. And I'm just having a play with what can fit in there and what will look nice in terms of the pattern being small and repeating. Fit in one of these pink flowers as well. So, doubles up, the Flourish pack's got double of the paper, and I'm just going to go through the ephemera and see if there's any tags or any shapes that will lend itself to being used as a DIY embellishment. So hopefully you're enjoying these videos. I've got quite a few this month because I really enjoy making embellishments, and I've found that it's one of the more popular kind of videos, so I thought I'd treat you to them this month. So I'm just going to work with this label here. I do try it on every single thing, but I come back to the tag that I originally had it on, and I'm going to add this punched out shape with the bird as well. I just like it sitting there like it's perched on top, but I am going to use some fun foam to sit it on there so it has a bit of a shadow and lifts off that tag. So just going to add a border to the edge just so that it defines it and does really pop off that embellishment. And of course I don't do it very well, so then I have to even it up on the other side, so it ends up being a 5 million lined doodly border. Just having to play with what else I could fit on that tag. Well, not fit, that will go well on that tag, and I find the perfect thing in this scripty word grateful. So stick it on there, and I'm just going to use a little bit of fun foam or foam tape to stick down that G onto the tag. I try and take off the backing, but it was already off. Crazy me. So just going to add, I went to add a purple line. I just thought it needed a bit of definition around that tag, just like that label had. And my purple pen was not going to be the right one, and I thought, oh, I'm sure I've got the right color in Distress Oxide. So I'm having a look at it here. And then I realized when I looked next to those that I had this spray mist, which is a nice perfect color. So this is, I'm pretty sure, persimmon. Yeah, let me know if you want to know, and I'll look and make sure. I'm not in my craft room at the moment, so I can't just turn to the side and tell you. So I've got these houses here, and I was thinking I could add some more houses, and then I realized there's quite a few on the chipboard and also on the stickers, and that it would be cool to make a background using those houses. So on a, like a 12 by 12. So instead I put that back in the ephemera pack and decide I will use it in that way. It's going to use my 1-inch punch to cut that down, and look at this. This goes so well together that I doubt it and try to add some more to it. So I'm trying to work out what it's missing, but it's not missing anything. This is the way it's meant to be. So I've got that one with the numbers that I cut off all those tickets paper, and then that one with the flowers that I did originally cut, but then with the 2-inch or the 1-inch, 1.5 inch, and then cut with the 1-inch punch instead. So I'm going to glue this down. I did find a good word sticker to go on there that matches well, and it's as simple as that. Don't have to do too much with embellishments. You can, some of them are going to be, all the crepe paper ruffle and vellum and word sticker and a icon sticker and die cut and sprinkles and everything. Others are just going to be these simple 2 circles and a phrase. You don't have to overthink every single one. It's nice to have a healthy balance, just like when we're doing layouts. Not every layout looks the same. We like to do a little bit more effort on others and get them done when you're doing other pages. Sometimes they come together quickly, other times they take a little bit of time. Certainly found that lately when I've done a few cut files and some hand stitching, which is something I very rarely do. found that takes a little bit longer, but the effort put in makes such a spectacular impact that it's worth it when you can do it. I don't know. I know I couldn't do it all the time, but it is nice for a bit of a change up, but also for that feeling of, wow, that looks spectacular. So just adding a border on all the things. So on that flower one, I was just adding it to the most outer edge. I probably should have pulled it off and just inked it with my ink pad, but that's just thinking forward, isn't it? Add in a gold heart there, and I'm going to add this chipboard pink heart there and call it a day. Sorry, I moved that gold heart over there. I have a little bit of double-sided tape on my finger. That's why I'm sticking it out like that. I don't know why I've kept it. It's the most smallest amount that I really don't need to keep it. I can just throw it, and when I need double-sided tape, get some more out. But apparently I didn't want to waste it so much that I've still got it on my finger here, and I've moved to the next class embellishment. It's really, this was really late. I must say, this video, when I was recording it, it was like past midnight. So of course I'm expected to do crazy things like that, but it could be worse, I'm sure. So adding some stickers here. This little chipboard, well, it's not little, it's quite big. Chipboard piece is nice. It's like a little embroidery hoop full of lovely flowers and the quote, "Love you." And it just went really nice on that background of that floral tag. And I'm just going to add these leaves. Well, they're kind of like black flowers, I guess. And then those yellow ones, which I just cut one of the leaves off because it was just in the way. Adding this green heart down the bottom, just as another pop of something diagonally down from the first pop of stickers, and another heart, and there we go. So that heart was a sticker so that they weren't both competing in height and texture. So now I'm just having a play. I figured that I've left a lot of my circles and not been using them. I did punch out so many that I need to think about using them, and I don't end up using all of them in making these embellishments this night, but that's okay because I put them back in with my ephemera and can, add a circular kind of design to a page, or maybe make some embellishments again another time. So this one ends up being super simple. I just add in a doodly border to it and add in that ticket because it goes with the concept of sold that I've put on there. We will end up using that on something that we have sold or brought. Wish it was a house. So considered putting on a tag, but then I was like, well, that sort of commits it to that, and I don't want a blank, it's cream, and I didn't, it just wasn't looking right. Decided I'd try this one, but it wasn't right either, and I just leave it as it is. I have that moment of, it doesn't have to have all the things. It is nice the way it is. So even though you can kind of see, I'm trying to put it on all the chipboard pieces. I add a heart and call it a day. Looks really pretty. So then this one I've been trying a few times. I did cut it out, but I've been trying to work it, and I still don't end up using it. I find this little floral wreath, and I decide I need to use that. So I'm trying to work out which circle it should go onto, and then I just turn one over and put it onto a white background. And now I'm going to build up the embellishment from there. So once again, I've got some double-sided tape on my finger. Really, it was, how sometimes I don't think I'd realized I was doing it. I think once I started, it was like, it was just there. It's probably why I didn't end up using it either for a little bit. But, you just do those things sometimes and you're like, why did I do that? That's crazy. Anyway, I'm going to add these butterflies, add some fun foam so the wings stick up. They're not leaves, they're wings, Lauren. Add a word here that says love you, and I'm going to cut that fishtail banner off so it sits nestled in there. And I do add the second heart for the pop of the blue to go with that love you after I cut back the circle. So I realized the circle was just really not needing to be there, and it was making your eye look towards the overhang. It was like it was sort of an accident that was not fixed up. So I cut that back so that the wreath is the edge of the embellishment, and finish it off with this beautiful butterfly. No foam tape on this one. He didn't need to be up so high as his friend. And I try to get these hearts to work. They look really cute together, the gold one overlapping the blue one. And I put it on, and I move it there, and I move it there, and then I put it on, and I put it on, and I put it on. and then I take it off because it's just not right. So anyway, I'll use those hearts for sure, don't worry. So here's the time I'm going to use this lovely black ephemera piece. And look how beautiful. Just putting that on just changes it entirely. And it was just what it needed. So there's that chipboard flower that I've got there. And I decide I need to add all the flowers. But of course it doesn't work because I don't need to add all the flowers. I do add these leaves. Just as a pop of interest. Different height as well, and it overhangs the card, which always helps. Add this love you, and then I'm going to get out my pen and add some journaling lines because this is going to be a journaling spot. Do look just to see if there's anything else that I want, but that's not the case. Even go over that line and go above with my lines so that I've got a bit of space to write. So this is going to be the end of making the embellishments. Sorry, that's right. I just finished it off by using my border punch. I had it out for something not long ago and it was in my mind. I stuff it up. I should have just put it straight in the middle at the beginning so all of it could be punched. But then I make it work because look how skinny those ones on the end, and I pull those ones off. But it looks like I've ripped it. And you know how when you rip a page out of a notebook, it doesn't rip evenly? It just looks like that, like I meant to do it. So here's a close-up of all the embellishments I made tonight. Hope you've enjoyed the video and you get out and make your own embellishments. Leave some love in the comments below. Give us a like, subscribe if you're enjoying my process videos. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.